Talk Dragon Tuesday with RPW begins now. Hey, let's talk about the fortification with our special guest today, Adored. Super excited. He's brought over some tips for everyone, and I want to also go over some of the changes coming up in this event, as well as some tips. So let's get this video started. Okay, so if you're new to my channel and you don't know about my Beginner's Guide to War Dragons series, then be sure to check it out. There was a particular video I did which was my top 10 tips and tricks, and I wanted to pull one out for you guys today that you could use during the upcoming fortification. Storage hut tip. So when it comes to your storage hut, you want to make sure that you upgrade these between the fortification or once you've ran out of timers at the end of the fortification, because it does take a lot of lumber. Now, the really cool thing about that is if somebody else is in the middle of building it, they can't protect the lumber on their base. And there is a way to tell. If you go into the tactical view, for example with this guy, you can see the base has a storage hut that is normal looking, same as this one. But when I click on this guy, it looks like a level 1 storage hut, right? This means that he is in the middle of upgrading his storage hut. So when you attack him, you know there'll be no boost on his lumber or his food. Okay, so you may have already seen my video about the changes coming to War Dragons where I go over this, but there will be some changes coming up this event, which is going to be the new team quests. So if you don't know about team quests, let's go over that really quick because that is going to be something you will definitely be seeing in this upcoming event. So now when you go into your event section, you're going to have a new tab called quests. These quests will be team quests. So for example, this one shows right here that this is a platinum. I don't know that how they're going to be, different per, league that you're on, or if these will be the exact prizes, or what will be in the chest. They didn't quite go that far into their explanation. However, you're going to be able to work with your team to earn coins towards getting some really cool chests. And all meanwhile, you'll be able to earn your own personal prize as well. For example, this top one says, send a maximum amount of 1,000 food to your teammate 5 times, which means once you've done that, you're going to be able to earn, in this case, 5,000 rune dust and 10 coins towards your chests. And every time you get these coins, it's going to add up and allow your team to open up a chest which will have a prize inside. Now again, we don't know what prize will be in there, but I do know that these chests will get bigger as you go. So for right here, for example, we've got a level 10 chest that you can earn as a team. So that means it's going to give you the opportunity to finish out enough to earn up to 10 chests. That does not mean that there will be more than what you see here on quests, but that it will need, mass participation from your team in order to get more and more coins. Be sure to explain this to your teammates or to your team in general, so that way you guys can definitely get a lot. Now, if you have a small team, it'll probably be next to impossible to get all of the chests in here. But definitely either tell them about it or send them over here to my YouTube so that they have a better understanding of what's coming up. Because if you don't finish all of these quests as a team, then you're not going to be able to get that really cool looking purple chest. Okay, so don't forget Oksana is 50% off her first page for only 2 weeks. So this is going to be your last week to take advantage of that pricing. Now, that does not include both pages. That is just the first half, but that is a great deal if you are planning to get her, so don't wait out too much longer. Okay, so like I said, the event coming up is going to be the fortification event. Just in case, really quickly, I kind of want to go over, if you're in the middle of building your storage hut, you're not going to be able to put your lumber boost on there, so be sure to finish that up first before you do anything else. Now, if you don't want to grow in level, but you want to get some great points in the event, just remember you can build on the main island, and you can upgrade things like your farms and lumber mills to get bigger points, but not have to worry about it leveling you up much. When it comes to these other things like your ice turrets, your perches, etc., it is going to make you grow as it goes up. So if you're trying to diminish the amount of growth you're doing in a fortification, that would be the suggested way. Now, the great thing is things like the storage hut, it doesn't take a whole lot of timers to speed it up, but yet it takes a lot of lumber to build it. So this is a great way to do that. Another thing I want to also mention is that basically whenever you go do this, don't build to get points. You know, you're going to want to build according to what you have so you can have a stronger base in the end and not mess yourself out of an amazing defense power just to get some great prizes in this event. Now, I did do a video on fortifications, so be sure to go check that out real quick. I think it'll help you with that. Now, I will probably do another event guide coming up tomorrow, but it'll be more in lines of the changes, so be sure to check back on that as well. Okay, so now for no further ado, we have a special guest, and it is Adored. Now, if you don't know him, he is a part of the Creators Faction, and he offers a free base audit service to any player that reaches out to him on Instagram. His Instagram site is Adored, which is AD023D, and you can also find him on Twitter as well. We'll go over how you can find him here shortly. But he really does reach out and help the community in building your base wisely. And it would be a very great time to reach out to him just because there is the fortification. Now, if you don't follow him on Instagram already, he also does giveaways. So be sure to jump over there really quickly and follow him. Okay, so I asked Adored to answer some questions for us. Now, not everybody's comfortable with their voice on videos, so first question I asked was, how long have you been playing War Dragons and what got you started? And I guess he's been playing since December 2015, so he must know a lot about this game by now. And he started because his other half made him jealous when she watched him playing her game. So if you don't know who his other half is, tune in next week because she will be my special guest next week. Okay, so then I asked, he's really known for helping others in the community, so what is his ultimate goal? And basically, he would like to try to help teach everyone a little something about the game. For example, not having 2 to 3 cannons on one island. He says unless there's some strategy behind it that he's not aware of. And the whole reason he says this is because, for example, if you have 2 to 3 cannons on one island, all somebody has to do is equip a resist, and that island's going to be super easy to run through. So really utilize his topics and so forth to kind of strengthen your base. I actually asked him what his event was, his favorite event was, and why, and sadly his favorite is one of the ones leaving, which is King of the Hill. He says the reason this is his favorite event is because it's easy, where you don't have to continuously watch your screen and track when a round is coming and going, and it's basically something you can enjoy taking a part of. Sadly, that is going to be coming up soon, but it will be its last round, so make sure you get in and enjoy it. Then I asked, what is the biggest tip you can give to beginner players? And he explains that, first of all, check out WarDragons.info, and I agree because, guys, the information they share on this website is amazing. It's what helped me in the beginning of my progress on here, and I really think it is an amazing asset to anyone playing this game, whether you're new or not. And, of course, not to build ballistas, ironically, because I feel the same way on that, as you'll see in one of my beginner videos. And then, of course, to keep your bases short. As many players that have come in and guests showed on here, they will tell you the same thing. Keep it short and build up, not out. And he adds in, it isn't a race to see how many days it takes you to occupy all those 8 islands on your base. And that is so true. It seems like when you first start out, you just want to be big and like unlock it all. But guys, that's not how you build a strong base. The less you have, the better. So just take your time with it, build up, and again, don't build for points in this event, build for strength, because the points will come. If you want to find Adored and get some of his help, you can find his vlog at www.WarDragons.info/Adored, or you can check him out on Twitter and Instagram under the name Adored. So be sure to go check him out, show him your support, and again, he really does share a lot of great information and does giveaways regularly. So if you don't already follow him, be sure to check him out so that you don't miss out on those awesome prizes he gives out. Okay, so there's going to be another event guide video coming out tomorrow, but Thursday there should be also another beginner's guide coming, and I am planning a future Q&A with RPW video, another one. So be sure to get your questions in there so we can feature you in that show. All right, well, that's today's video. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell for notifications, and make sure you share me with your friends. Happy hunting!